Hey guys, thanks for coming to watch this video today. So believe it or not, I already filmed this one time, so it should be easier second time around. The first time it seemed like everything was so bright and grainy and out of focus, so I'm going to go ahead and film this one more time and hope that it comes out good. So let's just get into it. I'm going to be showing you a look inside of my business planner and how I have things organized. It's very on the surface. I can't show you any details or anything like that, but it's going to give you some tips and tricks on how to organize your life. Let's say you're organizing for your fitness goals, your student planner, project planning, anything like that. This will definitely help you because I've learned some tips and tricks on the way on how to kind of like organize things so that everything will be organized inside of my brain as well as function well. So let's just go ahead and start. So this is the classic Happy Planner cover. Inside I have the Happy Planner, but this just kind of covers it. It sits nicely on your desk when you're not using it or when you're carrying it around. So as we get into it here, you're going to see on this side it's a very plain Jane, nothing going on, but the inside gold interior is very, very pretty. I like it a lot. And then I just have a budget notebook here that I'm kind of moving away from a little bit, but I do have it for reference. And then I have the Happy Planner right here. Now, you're going to notice that there's not a lot of things from the Happy Planner in here. There are some things in here that I love and that I do use, but for the most part, I've went ahead and made this my own kind of planner, and I've just basically gutted it out and put a lot of stuff in here that's going to help me with my business. So I did use a Levenger, and it's really nice to have a Levenger or even the Happy Planner punch so that you can go ahead and punch a lot of things in here. So first off, I just have the discs that go right here, and my first tip is going to be to create a cover or create something for your dashboard or for your notebook or anything like that that motivates you. So right here I have a quote that says every day is a new beginning, and I didn't create this digital design. I will leave the Etsy shop that I purchased this from right in the video and also down below, but I did go ahead and choose this because I wanted this as my cover. The really cool thing is that the Happy Planner has come out with a set of do-it-yourself covers, so all I had to do was print it out, cut it down, stick it inside of here, and it already had the cuts for me. So it was very easy to make and do, and I'm very happy with it. So that is definitely my tip number one. Now moving in here, I like to add and personalize my notebooks and things like that. So I went ahead and actually stuck in an Erin Condren pouch right here for just different things that I might need if I need to carry around more highlighters, or these have page flags and sticky notes in them. But right here, I've just used the extenders to glue it to, and it fits in there really nicely, and it's nice and flat as well. So tip number two is to create your own folders and pockets and things like that. So that's what I did here. All I did was take some of the paper that I used before, and I actually took a divider. So here's what the dividers look like. So I took this divider, I cut off the tab, one like this I should say, and I basically Mickey Mouse this and turned it around so that right here on the side I just kind of like folded it over. And then I took lamination, covered the front part, so this is laminated, and so is the back part. So this folder is going to serve many purposes. It's very sturdy and it's also fashionable, so creating your own is something I like to do a lot. I've just attached a pen loop right here from the Happy Planner so that I can use my highlighters. Next I have a sticky note hub. That's what I like to call a sticky note hub. I love using these guys, so I just have that punched in here. And next, the thing that I want to talk about is printable calendar. So I cannot show you this calendar, but if you can see right there, I have typed in a lot of my information, and I will leave the Etsy shop right here in the video that I use to go ahead and download this, because my trick is to go ahead and print on your calendar things that are already permanent. So things that are happening every single month, things that are permanent, things that you know are going to happen on your calendar so that it's already there for you, and then you can go ahead and add temporary things or things that are happening momentarily in there with pen or pencil or highlighter, and you'll be able to tell the difference between the two. So that's what I've done here, and I planned all the way until March. Now the way that I did this, and this is another trick for you, you can size down your letter paper. So this was an 8x5 by 11 paper. You can size that down for the Happy Planner by shrinking it to 84%. So 84% will give you the 8x5 by 11, but it'll be small enough so that you can trace around your design or your work or your template, and you can cut it and you can go ahead and punch it in. So 84% is a magic number. So right here you'll see I did the same thing. I just have a week on a page, and I did get this from Pinterest. So all you have to do is type in monthly calendar printables, and you'll be able to see a bunch of 8x5 by 11, so letter size calendars and different things like that that you can go ahead and size down. So if you're making like a project planner or a fitness planner, you can get like recipes and lists and things like that, size them down and then punch them in. So I really liked this one here, and all I did was print out the two. It's nice and clean and easy to look at. So I have that in there. So now another thing that has been really helpful for my business, and I have it clipped, so I'll show you the last page. It is the Day on a Page planner printables by the Happy Planner. So this is an actual Happy Planner item right here. I love these pages because even though you may think that you don't have that many things to do, I like to brain dump everything that I have on my mind in general, and then kind of like pick and choose my top 3 so I have to get done, and then I like to kind of like see, okay, what can I do today now that will make my life tomorrow easier? And I pick those things out. Now, I'm not trying to get everything done on my list, but I will migrate things over to the next day. This also helps to plan out my morning, so if I have a few things to do, I'll block out times. So this has been really helpful, and I really love this. So definitely check that out. So this next section right here is a content calendar. And I do recommend a place where you can just scratch down or write out your ideas before they happen. Something that's not your permanent calendar, but another calendar on the side that you can use to just write down ideas and things that you're not sure are gonna happen, but you want to happen. Maybe you can do it with sticky notes, with pencil, things that you can move around and it's not as permanent. So I like to use this as a content calendar, like a marketing calendar, things that I want to do, maybe posts or newsletters. And if I write that out in advance, then I can just refer to this instead of my main calendar. So it's nice to have kind of like a different calendar on the side so that you can tentatively schedule things that you want to do in the future, but you're not sure are going to actually happen on that day. So this section right here is kind of like my marketing section, kind of like my content creation. So I have some monthly statistic pages here, and these pages are from Living for Love Paper Co. on Etsy, and these are really nice just to kind of look at your stats if you have a business or things like that, if you keep track of that kind of stuff. Back here I just have a survey that I put out and printed. This next section right here is another trick for you. I remember back in middle school and even high school, we used to create these notebooks, and these notebooks were very specific. So you had to have like a title page for each section, and you had to have a contents page and an index page and a lot of different things. So that has helped me, and I know that the system works. So let's say you're planning out different months, as I'm doing here, or different ideas and different things you need to separate. I have title pages for those things. So for example, I have here December sticker box, so that I can just go ahead and work in December's sticker box. And then I have a little tab here so I can turn to the different sections. So you'll see that I have one for each month all the way through the months that I want to plan for. So I'm looking for March, so I have it through March. And then I also have a separator here which separates my next section. This is a little top tab divider from the Happy Planner. And then I have the planner box here. So kind of like a filing cabinet. When you have a filing cabinet, you have a ton of different things separating all of your pages and all of your ideas and your papers. That's what this is. This is kind of like a filing cabinet for your thoughts and ideas. So this next section here is for expenses and budgets, and these come from Living for Love Paper Co. as well. This is a really nice size. It already came sized for you if you do pick up these ones, and they're very kind of plain and minimalistic, and I do like that, so that's what I have in that section. This next section is for project planning, and this is just for anything. If I have a sale coming up, if I need to plan a new project, this is a really nice way to do it, and it's nice to keep your ideas separate. So I think it's very important in your business or even in your fitness or your school to have some type of project planning or a rough draft section where if you have an idea for something, you can go ahead and sketch it out on a separate piece of paper and you have it there for you to reference. The next section I'm not going to show. We have some fun things coming up for our business, so I don't want to show that. But the next section after that is an inventory section, and one thing that I do like to do here is print not back to back so that when I use my Sharpie it doesn't go through. So I do like to do that sometimes, and I just created these inserts on my own using Microsoft Word. It's really nice when you can create your own inserts and then just size it down and cut it and put it into your planner, because that means that you're personalizing it to you versus looking for something and it's not 100% what you need. This last section right here in the back just holds contracts and things like that that I want to hang on to, as well as papers where I can sketch out and just kind of like scratch out ideas and numbers. So that's all back there, and then I just have my Sharpie. So that is basically my entire business planner. I do use other forms of organization such as Evernote, email, things like that. So it's not all in here, but this really helps me to see things like tangibly and to write things down and keep things organized. So I do hope that this helped you to kind of personalize your own planner or your own project planning notebook or something like that. I do want to come back with another video. I have some projects that I'm working on in my personal life that I want to show you how to organize, so I'll be back with that video soon. But I do hope that this one helped, and I will see you in my next one.